Hello, good morning. All are welcome for my basic electrical safety class. You may be knowing that it is a continuous education and training program which I have planned, and I used to come almost every alternate days, that is Monday, Wednesday and Friday. First I have given you 10 videos on general safety awareness. Then I have given you 20 videos on basic fire safety awareness. Now we have come to the electrical safety. Here also I have given you last class 14 video, that is what is capacitor. I have explained the purpose of a capacitor, the use of capacitor, how this is connection, everything I have explained on last class. So today I am coming with a new subject. What is a new subject means what is a magnetism and electromagnetism. This is a very basic fundamental thing for electricity. You may be knowing, you might have studied in earlier classes, in the lower classes, but let us have just a review of the subjects also. Why this is required? Because magnetism and electromagnetism are so correlated. Without magnetism, we cannot make electricity. Similarly, if you want to make a magnet, then what you have to do is you must have some electricity also, because these are very correlated subjects. Let us understand the basic principles. The magnetism is a property of a material for attracting iron-based and iron-based alloys for an attraction properties there. This is some of the materials which are naturally seen in the nature. But some materials we are making as a permanent magnet. The property is that such a that it can always show in only one direction. Suppose if you have a bar magnet, if you are just keeping one one side of the pole, that is north pole, will always be showing the one direction only. Similarly, if you break the magnet, the magnetic property is not going to destroy it there. Then it will become a two magnet. There are different types of permanent magnets are there. There is one is called a bar magnet. This which purposely we are making for the magnetic property of a material. Then the U magnets are there, which also known as horseshoe magnet. Then another one is a magnetic needle. This which we are using for a magnetic compass for navigation purposes. The direction we can find out whether it is the north or the south. Actually, the basic principle is that the earth itself is a very big magnet. The north pole, when you are keeping a magnetic indicate, it shows really the magnetic needle of south pole, because you know that the difference of poles, opposite poles are attracted. So actually, even though we are showing that north pole of the magnetic needle is really south pole. Like in electric current, we have studied that the current always flows from positive to negative, but the electrons flows from the negative to positive. The similar concept is also here. The magnetic needle south pole really indicate the north pole, but we are marking it as a north pole. That indication is north, because Earth itself is a very magnet. So this is for navigation purpose we are using. Similarly, this magnet we can produce electricity, like dynamo is cycle dynamo, and basic electricity we are making with the permanent magnet only. Okay, now how this is correlated with electrical thing we can know. So let us take a simple example of one coil is there. In that coil we are putting an iron rod there. So when you are passing a current, what will happen is one end of this iron rod will become a north pole and the other end will become a south pole, because if the current is at DC. Otherwise, what will happen means if it is AC current, then also it will become magnet, but the polarity will be changing frequently because of the polarity. As we know that AC, the supply is changing with the polarity of 50 cycles per second. So the similar way, then AC, if you are given, the polarity will be also be changing. So with the help of electricity, we can make magnet also. When you are just viewing a coil, power is there, one end is becoming north, another end is becoming south. Now suppose if you have provided one more coil in the same number of turns, then if you are giving a DC supply, just momentarily we can see that some voltage is coming in the other coil also. But if you are giving an AC supply, what will happen means, whatever the voltage you are giving, the same voltage will also we can get in the other side. That is the principles of a mutual induction which working of a transformer. No any electrical connection is not required, but with the magnetic field itself cutting with the other coil and getting an induced voltage. That is called a mutual induction. Similarly, we can also, the coil itself is also having another property is called a self-induction. What is a self-induction means? When the magnetic coil, the coil cuts the same magnetic, when we are giving an AC, same magnetic field cuts in the same coil, and opposite magnetic field properties are coming. So that is called self-induction. Now let us understand what is the basic theory behind this electricity, how the electricity we are generating. According to the electricity generation, there are electromagnetic principles, electromagnetic induction principle is there. That what I am telling, Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. What is a Faraday's law says, man? Whenever a magnet flux link with the circuit, an EMF is induced in the circuit. What does it mean? Whenever a coil or anything which moves in the magnetic field, there is always a voltage, some voltage, the EMF will be, electromotive force will be there. That either that any one of the thing you can move it, either the magnet you can move it or the coil is also moving. This is the first law of Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. The second law also states that the magnitude of the induced EMF is the rate of change of flux linkage. What does it mean? The magnitude, how much quantity of the electricity is generating, that is depending upon the rate of change of flux linkage. Rate of change of flux linkage means if you more cut the flux, then flux is more there, you will get more voltage. Similarly, if the rotation is more, speed is more, then also you will get the flux more, or the voltage will be more there. This is the second. Based on these two law, all the electricity generation in the generating station and other dynamos and everything is happening here. That's why Faraday's is also known as father of electricity. Now you understood how the electricity is generating. There is one more law is there, that is called Lenz's law. What Lenz is saying that the induced EMF is always opposed the cause which produces it. Whatever the cause is there, that will produce that will oppose it. This is what an Lenz is always saying. So these are the three basic fundamentals of electricity. Because what I have just told you, giving a simple explanation again. Magnetism and electromagnetism are correlated. Magnetism is a property of material found that the iron-based material can attract iron-based and alloy. This is having a polarity north and south pole. The always opposite poles are attracted, same poles are repelled. This is the basic fundamentals of magnet, and it will always showing only one direction. The earth itself is a very big magnet. That's normally permanent magnet, that when we are cutting, you can get two magnets. But its property is normally damaging, but it can get damaged when you are heating or hammering or melting. So this is basic fundamentals of magnetism. Then electricity, electromagnetism means when you pass a coil, current in the coil, that electromagnetism, and one iron rod is there, that will become electromagnetism. But when you switch off the current, it will the magnetism will disappear. This is a very big advantage. This we are using in many purposes. for steel industries and other thing, lifting materials, iron-based materials and other thing we are using. Then what we are to again discuss is the this is self-induction, mutual induction. Mutual induction is we are using for a transformer. Self-induction is the property of the coil. Then we have also explained what is the Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. First law states that whenever a magnetic flux linked with the circuit, an EMF is induced in the circuit. Second law states that the magnitude of the induced EMF is the rate of change of gas linkage. The third one is Lenz's law, which known as the and induced EMF is flows in such a way that it always opposes the force which produces it. These are the fundamental thing which I have explained today. And this for Faraday's is known as the father of electricity. This based on these laws we are producing the generation of electricity in all electrical generating station. Okay, for the time being, I am just stopping today. I will be coming with another class for yesterday. If you like the class, please share it and subscribe it. Thank you to everybody for listening my class. Okay, bye bye. Thanks. I am wishing you all of you a good day. Good day means happy, healthy and safe day. Thanks.